You're right, because we have locations like Giri. You recall that some 5 years ago, a family lost 4 people, a woman and her 3 children, died in Giri because they built on a waterway. And there was a heavy downpour at night that pulled down. You know that the kind of structures that they put up in this is not a legal settlement. We call it an illegal settlement because I think the indigenes of FCT then were resettled. They were relocated to another location. And that place was supposed to be like a green area. But when they moved, they sold the land to visitors, people who don't really know what happens there. So they quickly built. These are houses that they will build within 1 week or 2 weeks. They just put up the structure and they say, I have a house in Abuja. And they moved in. The foundation was not really solid. And the truth about it is that it was built on a waterway. So when there was a heavy downpour and there's a hill across the express road going towards Gwagwalada, the rain just came, the water, there was a flow from there. Flash flooding came, crossed the express road, hit on that house, and the woman was there with her 4 children. 1 survived, and then she died with 3 of her children. So that place is another bad place. We have succeeded in demolishing some of the houses there. We could not demolish all of them. Why? Because when development control gets there, they stone them, they attack them with weapons.
Really?
So we are still trying. We are trying to see how we can remove them completely from that place.
Are you
and
saying
the same
that
thing in
the
Angwandodo,
stones prevented government?
not stones, no, they have weapons. Not that we succeeded in demolishing the ones that were really sitting on the waterways. But remember that flooding, when it happens, it may happen here this year. Next year, it will not happen if we move to another location. So the ones that were actually sitting on waterways, we succeeded in demolishing them. And there's free flow of water there. So now we have agreed with the traditional ruler. He has agreed that they were going to move. And that is it. So a lot of them are moving. Because the last sensitization we went there, we went there with a video clip of the family that was washed away. Some of them never believe, because some of them are even new. A lot of them moved out of that place and new people came. So when they saw the video clips, they were weeping. And most of them have evacuated. They left that place. The same thing in Angwandodo, in Gwagwalada. That's a major bridge where we have abattoir on the right and we have an area called Angwandodo. That place has been cleared too, and it has been actually worked on. But new people have gone back there to settle down by the river bank. We have in Kwali Area Council, houses were blown off. Erosion has eaten up to some of the houses. They moved out of the houses last year. We understood that they've gone back. So we have agreed with the federal government, because it has to do with the express road. They have agreed to work on the erosion that is eating up to the express road. And a lot of farmlands were affected. Then towards Kubwa, you recall that 2 people died in Biazi. There is a small box culvert. Buari Area Council has graciously agreed. And in fact, they are already working on that box culvert to make sure they replace it with a sizable one that can contain the volume of water that we pass through there. Now, let me go back to what my colleagues have said from the state. Issue of agriculture and the silting of locations. Early warning too. You are supposed, when we go to area councils, we go to farmers, we invited them as part of our stakeholders, and we advise them, look, the prediction says the onset of the rains in the FCT is going to be in May. That is just a prediction. It could rain before May or after May. So we now quickly advise them that when it rains in February, that is immediately after the predictions. If it rains, don't rush into planting your crops. What we advised them to do was that they should get early maturing seeds, and those of them that are into Fadama farming, you can continue to avoid economic losses, because you will plant, and if it doesn't rain after, there's a dry spell in between, your seedlings will get rotten, they will not germinate. You have to start all over again. That's part of economic losses.
Florence.